It's a really sad fact that so many home fragrance businesses fail before they've even really got started. And it really is a shame because these people, you start your home fragrance business with the best intentions. You've worked really hard to get it launched. You've tested your products. You know they're good and you've launched, you've got Instagram up and running, you've got your website sorted, and then nothing really happens. You're not sure what to do and therefore you just give up. And the business fails before it's even started. Or perhaps you're working hard, you're getting sales coming through the door, but you're just not profitable. And the cost of materials, the cost of running your business increases. Customers stop ordering from you as much as what they were, and you're not really sure how to actually entice them back and how to get things profitable again. And then your business ends up failing. It's a cycle that we see so often here at the Home Fragrance Academy. And I really don't want that for you because you've put the time and effort into it. You've had the courage to start your business, which so many people don't do. They have their dream of starting a business, but they never actually go through with it. And I don't want you to fail. So I'm here today to show you the 4 main reasons why most home fragrance businesses fail before they even get started. If you don't know me, my name is Paul Main, and together with my wife, we started one of the fastest growing home fragrance brands in the UK. It was called Cosy Aromas, and over the course of 6 years, we grew it from our kitchen to £7.5 million in sales, 300,000 orders. We employed over 40 people and had a 10,000 square foot warehouse. We then sold that business in 2024, and now we run the Home Fragrance Academy, where we teach people how to do the same, using all of our strategies, techniques, and most importantly, avoiding the mistakes that we made early on. Okay, so the first mistake that I see home fragrance businesses make is underpricing their products. What we see a lot of people do is they'll price their products based on what their competitors are charging or who they think their competitors are. It could be someone just in the same town as them who make products and sell them on Etsy or have a website or Facebook page that they sell their products through. Or it could be a direct competitor that is competing against you on Facebook ads if you're a bit bigger. And what they'll try and do is they'll either match the same price or they'll try and underprice them a little bit. Now, the problem is you have no idea if that company have their pricing right. Chances are they probably don't because most people don't. And it's vital that you get your pricing completely right and you know how much to charge, because if you fail this, then it doesn't matter how many orders you get and how well you scale your business up. You will struggle to be profitable and it will just be an endless cycle of you being very, very busy with not a lot to show for it. I remember back at Cosy Aromas in the earlier days, we were charging £5 for our wax melts. And we thought, great, this is good. We have a good, healthy margin in there, or we thought we did. But then as we started to grow and we got a bigger warehouse, we started to, we're thinking about employing people. And then we hit the VAT threshold and straight away 20% chopped off our margin, our product. And we're like, wow, okay, this is quite significant. So we ended up increasing our price to £5.99 and that covered everything. And for the history of Cosy Aromas, right up to this day, they still charge £5.99 for their products. It was the sweet spot for us. What we want to do is just quickly work out how much it costs you to make a product. Times that by 4. That is the minimum you should be charging on your website for that particular product. Now, I won't go into much detail as to why that is right now, but below this video, I do have a link to a pricing kit, which I think will be very useful to you. It's only £5 and it includes a video lesson from me. It includes a guide and also, more importantly, a pricing calculator, which will help you know exactly what to charge for your products. It's only £5 and the link is below. Now, the second thing is they don't really have a system for selling their products. They will post on Instagram. They might send an email every now and then. They will be posting updates on Facebook and in their Facebook group of like new products they've got and sales events and all this kind of stuff. They might run an advert every now and then. There's no real system. Some days you might have a few sales, the next day you might have 0. That is a very, very common thing. And when you don't have a system in place, you're going to really struggle to build those consistent sales in your business. And it's those consistent sales that will help you drive your profit. And when you get profit in your business, that's when you can reinvest and start launching limited edition products, new collections, new things for your customers to buy, which will help you have those cash injection days, which will be the real profit in your business. And this system typically revolves around creating high quality content for your social media channels, Facebook organic reels and Instagram reels. This is not content that's trying to sell your products. This is content that tells a story. It's behind the scenes content. It's content that your audience will find engaging. And when they start to engage with it, the more people that engage, the more people will see it. And then what you do is you have an offer that you target via Facebook ads. And what you're doing is targeting people that have viewed your previous content, your reels. These are people that already have seen your products, have seen your brand. And when these people see your offer via Facebook ads, they're much more likely to click on it and have a look. And then when you've built up these customer base, you are then building a retention engine via email, and you're nurturing them via your Facebook group to get these people to come back and buy from you time and time again. In its most rawest form, that is the system that you need to have in place. I remember at Cosy Aromas, I used to have a little thing in my mind where if at 3 p.m. we hadn't hit £1,000 in sales, then I'd start to panic. And if we hadn't done that 2 or 3 days in a row, then I'd be like, oh my God, what do we do here? Do we send out a discount? What do we do? It was a panic that I had. And I hated feeling like that. So that forced me to develop this system, which helped to get these consistent sales. So I knew by 3 p.m. we'd hit our target. By the end of the day, we'd hit another target. And I knew that that would happen day after day. So then we didn't have to worry about that too much. And then we could focus on the bigger things, the launch events and all of that kind of stuff. The third thing that I see happen all the time is that you don't have an offer that entices your customers in. So there's 2 offers that you really should have. You should have a no-brainer offer for first-time customers. And this is advertised via Facebook ads or via email signups, via your social media, very similar to what I've discussed in the previous point as well. And this no-brainer offer could be a buy 1, get 1 free, buy 3 for the price of 2, something like that. Something which is an offer so good that your target audience will feel silly not taking you up on. The second offer you should have is a bundle offer on your website. So at Cosy Aromas, we had a bundle offer on our wax melts. Now we had over 100 different wax melt fragrances available, and our offer was buy 8 for the price of 6. And it was just an ongoing thing. So all of our existing customers who loved our products, they would use that as an offer all the time. So instead of just buying 1 or 2 wax melts, they would buy 8 for the price of 6. It increases that average order value. Customers end up trying more of your fragrance range. They find new ones that they love. They come back, they buy again, and the whole cycle just repeats itself. At Cosy Aromas, our no-brainer offer for first-time customers was a buy 1, get 1 free on our little sample boxes of wax melts. The total value of the order was £20. We used to run that through Facebook ads. And all of these people that would come in, we would then nurture them through our retention engine system that we built up so they come back and buy from us time and time again. That no-brainer offer generated over 100 orders per day. And we knew, based on the historic events of our business, that 60% of all of our customers would come back and buy from us time and time again. So it was a system that really, really worked. And the fourth thing that most home fragrance businesses don't do well enough is build their email list. Now, when someone lands on your website, you should have a pop-up. And this pop-up shouldn't say, get 10% off your first order, get 20% off your first order. Those kind of percentage discounts are everywhere. And people are so numb to it now. It should be something a lot more enticing. People expect discounts when they visit websites. They don't expect things for free. So if there's a pop-up on your website that says, claim your free gift, and they have to enter their email address, they are much more likely to do that. And then when they're in your email system, your sequence that you are sending out to encourage these people to buy explains on the very first email what their free gift is. And it could be your no-brainer offer. Buy 1, get 1 free. That's their free gift. And then the following 3 or 4 emails is just nurturing them, is sharing your story, sharing behind the scenes footage, showing how you started, pictures of you, pictures of your workspace, talking about your fragrances, sharing some reviews you have, all that kind of stuff that just warms them up. And then your following 2 or 3 emails are then encouraging them to actually buy this thing if they haven't already bought it. That's how you grow your email list. Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure that you are not constantly bombarding your email list with sales messages, because they just do not want to see these. And you'll notice that your engagement rate on your emails, your deliverability score, your open rates, your click-through rates will all just go down and down and down. And the more that happens, the less people will end up seeing your emails. So every week, send an email newsletter. This email newsletter doesn't try and sell anything. It just explains what you've got up to that week with pictures of different things that you've been working on, with little subtle links to offers and products you have for sale. Honestly, at Cosy Aromas, that was our best email. We went through years of sending emails that were sales related emails, you know, a couple times a week, come and buy this, come and buy this. The moment we switched to one email per week, which was a newsletter, that was the time our engagement rates went up. So our opens, our clicks, all of that kind of stuff went up. And as soon as that starts to happen, the deliverability score of your emails go up. And when that happens, that means that more of your email addresses will actually receive your email. It won't get blocked by spam filters. And that email was actually much more successful in terms of sales than when we actually sent a sales email, to a point where we had 300,000 orders coming in and 40% of our revenue was generated via email. So there you have it. They are 4 reasons why I feel most home fragrance brands fail before they even really get started. If you implement those 4 things, you'll notice you have a much more stable business and you'll stand the test of time. Now, below this email, I have a link to that pricing kit, which I think will really help you. Please subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more information like this coming out. And if you've got any questions, please leave a comment below.